Soul Garden.
Namaste, and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Rayman Witecki, your astrologer and soul biographer, here to help you put the pieces of your karmic story together this week. Well, the sun is in Leo, and we are chugging along in late Chapter 2 and hopping into Master Shui Chapter 3. We're focused on our heart chakra, our love, what we love about ourselves and others. So we're falling in love with ourselves this week, and we're moving into light casting our personal dreams. That is, being what we expect to come through the law of attraction. The moon starts in sensitive Libra on Sunday, Monday, then gets a little intense in Scorpio on Tuesday, where we have to draw some emotional boundaries, then skips along in jolly Sag Friday, Saturday, and on Sunday, it will hit that T-square in Capricorn, so that's intense. The moon signs most affected are Libra, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Sag, Gemini, and the Cancer, Capricorn spectrum are particularly affected at the end of the week. Now looking at our orbits, man, and which of our chakras are most affected this week. Jupiter, of course, is doing some intensity there in the third chakra, causing a lot of stomach issues for people. The sun orbiting the heart chakra, so those with heart conditions better shape up right now. And the moon this week begins in the throat chakra, so there's a lot of communication in the beginning, and we move up through the nose and the sinuses to the third eye. So you'll have some psychic dreams by the end of the week, and those people who have migraine issues or issues with sinuses might have issues if you are ignoring your feelings, basically. That's how that all works. Looking at the planets, we still have this wondrous grand trine in water that's affecting us. This is going to continue. Now, this is going to be most affected when the moon crosses over Saturn later in the week, and that will cause an emotional trust issue to be changed, and that will, of course, affect Neptune and Jupiter Lilith there at the bottom. That square, that infamous square, is still in effect, Uranus and Pluto wreaking havoc, but Uranus is the real strong part of it, where you have to innovate your personal strength or character. And this T-square, this is getting a lot of press, and this is where the moon is going to cross over Pluto at the end of the week and light this Christmas tree up, which means you'll have to kind of change some emotional rules you have with yourself. Now, looking at a little bit of a close-up here, as the moon crosses Saturn, that's the moment later this week where you'll have to draw some new emotional boundaries with yourself, and Saturn's progressed to step 6. That's the galactic center there it's crossing. And then the moon at the end of the week crosses Pluto, hitting that T-square, so we're going to have a lot of adjustment of our lives, coming to a new settling as a result of these two moon planet crossings, and just where the sun is with our heart. More on that, of course, when we go upstairs. In fact, let's do that now, shall we? Let's take the ascension elevator up and get a bird's eye view of you.
Folks, this is your captain speaking. We realize you have a choice in the astrologers you choose to fly with, and we'd just like to thank you for flying with Christopher Witecki.
Hello, Officer Scorpio and Scorpio Risings, and welcome to 33,000 Feet for a bird's eye view of you and what's going on in your life. And I got to tell you, there are a lot of orbits going on simultaneously. Orbits meaning stories. The biggest is career legacy. Where is career legacy going next? The question is, are you following your heart? That's the real true Scorpio. And those who follow their heart will be supported by God Universe. At least that's the theory. Why don't you bet on it? This week we're going to step into the heart, hopefully, and start making some decisions based on your heart, which most of the time go against public or family opinion. Just saying. Another story. Your ego clicks now to step 6, finally, out of the head and into peacemaking. So Scorpios who've been very irritable the last, well, since I've known them. But no, seriously, since Saturn went into your sign around your birthday last year, this will be the first time you really start to feel at peace. Some of the war is finally over. Saturn at 6 degrees is a good thing. And also another story important is you innovating in the moment. And it comes down to how you handle your moment, and that is literally T-squaring with Cancer and Capricorn, so thoughts versus belief structure. A lot of arguing. You know, it all comes down to not arguing in your own mind versus your own theories and all that stuff, but just how you innovate in the moment, make that happen. Those are all the orbits going on. So as we start out in chapter 2 of Sun in Leo, you're in the management and governing part of career and decisions. How do you make decisions? What's the process of decisions? Are you on top of your decisions? And this is all about, how you point your career as well. The magic sauce here is if your heart says yes, do it. If your heart says no, don't. And tell your mind and everything else to be quiet. The prince or princess is what rules the show. But this week you will manage, and by the end of the week, you'll be stepping into leadership of your own life, and then, of course, maybe changing leadership of the people who follow you. Now, the sun moves from taking action in your career to taking a squat and meditating at the end of the week. So it's a real leap, literally, this week, in following your heart and negotiating as you can. Your mind does come out of theory and into practice, thank Goddess. Mercury moves into Leo, so you'll have some breakthrough ideas Sunday before you go to work, and then through the whole week, your mind will be at it. By the end of the week, your mind is still at it. Mars is really agitating you when things don't go your way. This is in the house of belief structure and part of all the chaos going on with the Grand Trine. And Jupiter says ignorance will not happen again. You're going to be definitely turning your back on ignorance, old beliefs, old education, old theories, and at least allowing yourself to heal from where you have been wrong. So a lot of activity going on in that spectrum alone. Then, of course, Saturn in your sign. Like I said, steps to step 6. This means that it's now time to end the battle with yourself, find peace with yourself, find negotiation. At this point, there's no new information to release about your ego or your willpower or what you want or anything. It's about taking the appropriate actions, not going too far, but making sure you step far enough. That's literally where that battle is for the scorpions, the crustaceans, one of the crustaceans. So going back in time in Sepia, last Tuesday, Lightcast Day, was the real turning point for your career. Some information Tuesday, Wednesday that you did not like most likely or was not in your favor. Since then, plotting and planning what to do next. That brings us to now. On Sunday, probably some sort of action you're going to want to take with career, or action or step forward with decision. Maybe you'll send out an email. Definitely make sure you read twice before you push send. You're also going to say at that point the ignorance is over on Sunday, and you're ready to hold love and trust that you're not wrong. You're not right, but you're not wrong. That's where you are on Sunday. Neptune retrograde says listen to your heart. You need to pray. You have so much other stuff going on. If you don't take the moment to meditate and listen to your heart specifically, you may very well ignore the needs of your heart. Now, Sunday is a cloudy day. The moon is in Libra. On Monday, the moon moves into Scorpio. You click into gear. You're charismatic. It's partly cloudy, then sunny and cool on Monday. Then on Tuesday, also sunny and cool. At that part, you go into master shui play when it comes to career. So career gets very complicated on Tuesday, and you might be challenged to hold those boundaries and keep that peace in the ego, like we were saying earlier, like I was saying. Wednesday is a cloudy day. The moon goes into Sagittarius. For you, this is a day of wanting to be productive, wanting to manifest, and you will be manifesting, but I think you won't be really focused per se. Thursday, though, is the quantum breakthrough day. We have a 3-level quantum strike of Uranus. On the one hand, your inner child is talking to you big time. Listen, spiritual miracles are possible this whole week with that Neptune retrograde 4 degree. Secondly, Mercury, probably some bad news or unexpected news or a surprise with career legacy, one that really changes the gameplay, okay? So you're going to have a little surprise from God Universe, and then this will hopefully allow you to aim your trajectory in the correct direction for career, which is what your heart is passionate about. Now, you will be very passionate on Thursday, so if you're not heart-based, it could go wrong for you, or it could be the inner brat that could throw a tantrum. It could go either way. You could also have just breakdown energy on Thursday and not being able to really understand the whys. If you do have just breakdown on Thursday, it does look like Friday is when things clear up. The moon is shifting in Sagittarius, which is jovial, and you'll be looking at the bright side. By Saturday, the moon begins to move into Capricorn, and this will begin to kind of shift the T-square, where you might start to be back and forth in your mind between beliefs and your mind between beliefs. This is what I was talking about in the beginning of the horoscope. That really ping-pongs on Saturday, Sunday. The point, or the pivot point, is to innovate how you respond to yourself in the moment to stop the rhetoric between those two parts of yourself. Now, Venus does go into Libra, so your creativity goes underground. You can expect lucid dreaming and all sorts of interesting creativity on the inside, but you're going to have writer's block on the outside while Venus is in Libra. Okay, that wraps up for that week. Now let's take a quick look or sneak peek at next week. Really, the focal point next week will be that full moon that happens Tuesday, Wednesday. That will be a tug of war between the work at home and the work at work. And who's going to win? Well, it kind of depends on the other work you do this week. So make sure you focus. But at that point, Jupiter goes nuclear and the learning starts to move very fast. All right? So this brings us back down to earth. Hey, if you want to learn your magic in more practical ways, I'm a Taurus, your opposite sign. I have a show called Practical Wizardry where I'll help you step into your power. That's my guided hangouts at Tapes Wednesdays at 6 p.m. and I invite everyone to come on camera and work with me. It'd be really cool. Also, I'm bringing back one of my favorite seminars called Jumpstart the Heart. It's on random Sundays. You can check my schedule. It's a 90-minute seminar, and for just this $34.95, you will be back in touch with your heart. So if you've gone bitter, Scorpio, I can pull you out of it. And Lightcast Bootcamp is coming back after Labor Day. This is a 6-week course where you will learn everything under the sun for astrology, stepping in your power, and manifestation. The students show up with something they want to manifest, 80 to 85% usually manifested by the end of the class. Not kidding. So save your pennies and save your Sundays for Lightcast Bootcamp. And lastly, you got just 2 weeks for my Serious Joy readings. This is where in 1 hour I'll put your life back in the Serious Joy path, and it's recorded. You get an MP3 reading afterwards. All these things are available at soulmart.me. So please come on down. This is what keeps me on the air and free, and I do appreciate it. All right, Scorpios and Scorpio Rising, that's all I have for this 7 days, but I'll see you in 7 more. Until next week, live, love, be.